Hello students, myself Sujata Swami. This is an English poetry class for class 9 students. Today I shall explain the well-known poetry The Road Not Taken by the most celebrated American poet Robert Frost. In my previous class, I have given an introduction to the poetry and also a short description of the poet. So today I shall explain the meaning of the poetry The Road Not Taken. So let me first read the poetry The Road Not Taken. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller longer street, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better place, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the person there had owned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. So, let me explain the poetry line by line and paragraph by paragraph. The road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Here, diverged means separated. I'm sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveller long I stood, and looked down as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Undergrowth means a dense growth of shrubs, plants, etc. under trees in woodland. Now, the first stanza, the poet says that while travelling through a forest, he reached to an intersection from where the road diverged in two directions. Now, while travelling through a forest, the poet came to an intersection where two roads separated in two directions. Yellow wood means it is an autumnal leaf drop. In autumn, the trees drop their leaves, and each leaf turn into yellow color. So it is yellow wood or forest. Now here the poet says that yellow wood, calls it yellow wood, means yellow forest. It is an autumn season when the trees drop their leaves. The leaves become dry and become lifeless, and it turns into yellow color. So the poet calls it yellow wood. The poet feels sorry because both the roads are equally attractive, but being one traveller, he cannot go through both the roads. Now here the poet feels sorry because both the roads are equally attractive for the poet, and being one traveller, he cannot go through both the roads. He has to choose one. Now he has to choose one. He cannot go, though the both roads are equally attractive, but he cannot go through all the roads because he is one traveller. He has to choose one road. He stood for a long time and looked down one of the roads as far as he could, where the road takes a bend amidst bushes. Now he looks for a long time as far as he could, where a road took a bend amidst the bushes, and the road disappears. That means the road disappears in the forest. Similarly, in our life, we may have several paths. Now here we see the poem is a symbolic poem. Here we can correlate the lines of the poetry with the lines of our life or with our actual life. So now you see, in our life, we may have several paths or options, but we are bound to choose one, being a single traveler, though the paths are equally attractive to us. Similarly, in our life, we may have different paths or options or roads, but we are bound to choose one path because we are a single traveler or person. It may be both the roads are equally attractive, but we have to choose one road. We must take time and think which option will be suitable for us. We must be careful in making our selection. Now we must take time and think that which road will be suitable for us. And we must be very careful in making such choices. Now, let me read the second stanza. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better play, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the person there had owned them really about the same. Now in the second stanza, we see that the poet says that after thinking a lot, he decided to go through the other path, which was nice and perhaps better than the first one. Now in the second stanza, we see that the poet, after thinking a lot, he took the decision to go through the second path, which is better than the first path, which the poet thinks is better than the first path. The road was grassy or full of grass and used by few people. It was better because the road was grassy or full of grass and used by very few people. In a forest, when you find a path grassy, that means it is not shaped by many people. In a forest, when you find some path is grassy or full of grass, that means it is not used by many people. So it is grassy. The poet is little bit confused because he says that both the roads were almost same. There is not much difference between the two. Again the poet says that both the roads are equal. There is not much difference between the two. The poet is in a dilemma because in the beginning he says that the second road was better because it was grassy and not used by many people. Finally he says both the roads look same. So we find that the poet is in a confusion or dilemma because in the beginning he says that the second road was better because it was grassy and used by very few people. And again finally he says that both the roads look equal, both the road looks equal. So he is in confusion or in dilemma. If we correlate with our life, we shall find that generally people become confused or in a dilemma when there is several options open before him and he has to choose one. So in our real life also we find that people are confused or in a dilemma when there are several options open before him and he has to choose one option. And the several options may be same attractive and appealing to him. In our practical life, we think that the path which we have chosen is better than other paths. Now, in our practical life, we may think that the path which we have chosen is better than other paths. But after going a distance, we will find the path we have chosen is also full of problems. But after going a distance, we will feel that the path which we have chosen is also full of problems. Because life is not bed of roses. Now every path of our life has their own difficulties, problems, hurdles and also profits. So my dear students, we must acquire the quality to face all the problems of our life and overcome them. Now in the third stanza, the poet says that, let me read the stanza. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the fast for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, doubted if I should ever come back. Now here trodden black means turned into black color. So in the third stanza, the poet says that both the roads were looking new, fresh and beautiful on that morning. Both the roads were equally fresh, new and looking beautiful on that morning. The leaves on the ground had not been stepped by many people, and the dirt of their shoes had not changed them into black color. So the leaves were a green color, and it was not stepped by many people. So the dirt of their shoes had not changed the leaves into black color. Here the poet takes the decision. Now this part is the decision making part. Here the poet takes the decision. He kept the first road for another day. Now the poet kept the first road for another day, and he selected the second road. So the poet kept the first road for another day, though he knew that one road leads to another road, and it might not be possible for the poet to return to the first road. In our actual life, we select a path and move forward on that direction. In our actual life, we select a path and move forward on that direction, or we lead our life on that direction. And again, when we move forward, we find other options. We select that option. Again, we find another option. We select that option, and in this way, we lead our life. But we cannot come back to the point where we took the decision and select the other path which we had not chosen earlier. But we cannot come to the point where we have taken the decision and go through the other part. We cannot come to the point where we have taken the decision and go through the other path. The other path means the path which was not chosen earlier. The title of the poem, The Road Not Taken, means the other path which we have not chosen in our life. So the title of the poem, The Road Not Taken, means the other path which we have not chosen in our life. Now, the last stanza. Let me read the last stanza. I shall be telling these with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. In the last stanza, the poet says with a sigh or deep breath. Sigh means deep breath. That ages and ages after, poet would say that two roads diverged or separated in a yellow wood, and the poet took the path which was less travelled, and that made a difference in his life. So in this last stanza, the poet would say with a sigh that two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and the poet selected the second road which was less used by people, and that made the difference in his life. Now we see that poet is adventurous. He did not want to go with the crowd. He wanted to do something different. So he chose the path which was not walked by many people. In our real life also, we must make our choices carefully and with wisdom. So we can correlate this stanza with our real life. In our real life also, we must make our choices carefully and with wisdom. Otherwise, ages and ages after, we will tell with a sigh that if we had chosen the other path, today our life would have been different. So this is a poetry of choices, making choices in difficult situations. So there is a message in the poetry that you may find different paths or choices open before you, but you must make the choices carefully and with wisdom. And the paths of life are full of problems, difficulties, hurdles, and also profits. So, my dear students, you must acquire the quality to face all the problems and hurdles of your life and overcome it. So, for today, goodbye.